Now my door's open.
The trunk was open. Now it's closed. Now there's a door
How did it
open.
get open?
Now there's the door open.
I don't know. Maybe you sabotaged the ride.
There we go.
Okay.
Saboteur.
Peace at last.
Now we
Hey,
can
but
go
look
back.
at this sky view, Grandpa.
Sky view of what?
Look up.
Of the
Oh,
sky.
yeah, I know. This is not the first one I've seen. It's the first one I've ridden in, though.
You'll have to, when we get on
What
the
else do you want to
highway,
ride in?
What's
Oh,
we
we
get on
could
the
go
highway,
trade it in for
Rob will press the
something
gas
else.
and then you'll be,
It won't press the gas. This thing hasn't got any gas.
Yeah,
Come on, I'm
it's
not
true.
stupid.
He'll press
Oh,
the
go
battery
press the
lever.
battery.
Press the battery lever.
There we go, super fast. I don't want to do it in the neighborhood. That seems,
How long is your charge good for?
I don't know, until it dies. I got 75% battery. Whatever
Well,
that means.
That means not much.
It-
Not enough. And then how do you?
I'll get out and crank it if I have to.
Then how do you?
it tells you when the light's green.
Yeah, but I can do that too,
Well.
just by watching.
It makes a little sound when the light's green.
Yeah. It's going to tell me all the cars that are on the road.
Goody goody. You can't look and see all that.
Yeah. I can just close my eyes.
500 feet. Turn
I
left
think we
onto
should
North
sue
I think
them
we should
for-
try autopilot.
No.
No, we shouldn't try autopilot.
Yeah, ageism.
Does it got autopilot on it?
Yeah.
There's a button I could push on it. I'm not going to try it.
No. It's insane. And they can't afford to put a thing
Yeah,
up.
that's what I'm surprised. I'm surprised.
Well,
I'm
handle.
not.
Seems like you would need.
It would ruin the aesthetic, you know. It's got to be able retractable, I would think.
Look, it tells me there's a bus clear up there.
We'll put in a complaint.
If I couldn't see it.
If you couldn't see it that far, you shouldn't be driving. That's correct.
Oh, it
First
doesn't-
of all, this whole thing not to be there is too distracting.
That's a fair point.
That is fair
It is.
because
It's a
don't
fair
you still
point.
get
Very
arrested?
distracting.
Don't you still get pulled over?
Too many people are playing.
Speaking of
paying
accidents, look at
attention.
that one.
It's like your own iPad.
Wow.
What?
You
That
car
don't need
ran
stuff
over
like
the median.
this. I mean, you got a brain.
Well, that's debatable.
Not everyone
Have you got the seat heater on?
Oh, you might have the seat heater on. David, did you put your seat heater on?
No, I did not.
Well, it feels awfully warm. I don't know why.
I warmed it up for you.
Well, you shouldn't have because that uses up your battery, dude.
That's true.
Good Lord. You know?
And then your car's gonna die in the
I
middle
know,
of the freeway.
exactly. You use all your stuff up with your fancy
It's a seat heater.
gizmos. But I missed this right away.
I know, you're concerned that
Yeah, this is the first car I've been in that doesn't have a handle.
I would feel like that's like a
First vehicle.
standard.
I have a neighbor who has one of these. He's had it he got one of the early ones. I've never talked to him about how he likes it or dislikes
You're
it.
fortunate that you weren't in here when I first got in here because the gas is its own brake. So you don't have to use the brake.
Well, I know that, and when
so-
you're out on the road, you need to be really careful when you're following the Tesla because they do that, but they don't put the brake lights on.
Oh, man.
Oh, I would
That's
think
not
that
good.
that's a
See,
safety
I know about
hazard,
these cars.
too.
I know all of the stuff about them. They're no good. But yeah, you're right. When you take your foot off the gas, it's like putting
Immediately brakes.
but your brake lights don't go on. So the
Yeah.
guy behind you is likely to hit you in the rear end.
Interesting.
point. All right, 2 flaws for sure. 3, battery, handle,
Battery's a big.
no
4,
brake lights.
There was all
still
the
we
all
only
the
have
winter,
tiny little air vents back here.
all
Yeah,
winter
no
storms
air
with all these
vents.
Teslas that were dying because the battery can't hack negative degrees.
Well, that's because it's a battery.
I mean, I could have told you that.
Well, yeah, you can't charge them in the cold and all that. I mean, they're
Batteries die in the cold.
first of all, and they weigh what almost twice what a regular car would weigh because of all the
Traction.
weight
I didn't
in the
know that.
battery.
Really?
Oh yeah. So you have to replace your tires twice as often because you've got all that
wow.
weight in the
What?
vehicle. So you
wow.
wear out your tires, you wear out the road, and they're the reason, big reason our insurance rates are going so high is because these things are so heavy. When they hit somebody, man, it's like hitting a truck. And so they cause increasing damage, plus they're terribly expensive to fix. So they're running our insurance rates through the sky. I hate Tesla.
They also have to buy, Christy found this out,
By what?
all the fire departments have to purchase new equipment.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
to put out
because-
battery
Well,
fires.
Electrical
Well, because the
fires.
battery fires has all that toxic smoke. I mean, it's not just a fire;
All
it's a
that
battery
lithium
fire.
Recatches on fire. They have to use
Yes,
special.
and it takes 100 million gallons of water, but the real problem is that the smoke is toxic. Yeah.
Yeah, so Christy
Don't
found that
crash,
out. You guys
Rob.
had to.
I want anybody
Get it new.
to tell me one good thing about a Tesla, because it doesn't exist.
Different.
You gotta outlaw them, and first of all, somebody ought to shoot Joe Biden,
That's
and start from there. That's where we should start.
Yeah. That yes. Sure.
It does go from 0 to 60 really fast.
Yeah, you gotta
So
show them.
what?
That's the fun part.
So what?
Tell them to
So-
hold on.
So does my car. I've left a couple of these Teslas standing in the dark.
Oh, let's race! Let's have a drag race. Grandpa versus Tesla.
Listen, when I bought that car, I wanted a red car.
Yeah.
Well, it cost $500 extra for the red paint, and so it's an upscale car, and so it had everything on it. And I've got these things on it that I can make it like a racing car, so you can shift your gears. And I mean, it's souped up. And yes, I've left Teslas behind.
There we go.
Good for you, Grandpa.
And if you want to have a race, I mean, from 0 to 60, what the? You're not going to go 0 to 60
It's not going to get fair
anywhere.
in between these lines.
You're not driving
cars
on a
everywhere.
race course. Besides all of the problems with, and it uses up more, it puts more carbon into the air to build
That's
this
the
car
biggest lie
than it does in my car,
about electric cars.
because
Yeah.
you gotta
Because
go
of
mine the lithium.
you have to mine the lithium and all of the other precious metals and stuff like that.
And then batteries can't be
And that's all
disposed of.
done by these big earth-moving machines that burn diesel. It's like Biden cutting off our oil. We got clean oil in this country, but he stops us drilling oil, and we start buying it from Venezuela, which number one has dirty oil, and they have to put it on a ship that burns diesel and puffs all that
I have an
carbon
idea.
in the air, getting it here.
Paul for president 2024. What do you think,
tell you.
Grandpa?
I mean,
No, we just
he's
need.
gonna last longer than Biden in office.
You would smoke
You're
him
definitely
in a debate.
more present.
Smoke him in a debate.
More what?
President.
Present of mind. Your presence of mind. You can actually.
Well, I just was seeing him when you called. He was on the TV giving a speech somewhere in Washington about something or other. I think it was about this
He did.
Russian guy that died.
He has no idea.
And he just is not with it. And the progressive left, they love him because he does what they say.
Right.
Mhm.
He doesn't have a mind of his own.
I love that he did that whole interview to say that he wasn't forgetful, and then he walks off and he comes back and he's like, he forgets the president of Egypt. And he's like, it's the president of Mexico that I was talking to.
Yeah, well, and then that same one, he was saying, well, I remember when Bo died, I could wear this rosary that we got from and he couldn't even remember the name
Yeah.
of the church.
Our Lady of,
Our Lady,
yeah.
the one place.
you know the thing.
It's just, it's more tragedy than funny. Actually.
It's sad.
Yeah.
It is
It
sad.
is
They're
sad.
still propping him
But
up. They
they're-
want to go around four more years with it.
No way.
He'll not last 4 more years.
Uh-uh.
But I am afraid that that's exactly what will happen because the Democrats cheat and they'll do anything to keep Trump out of there. And so I'm betting.
Hey, maybe you'll
What?
die first.
Well, we could hope for that for sure.
Yeah.
But You know, the way the Democrats cheat and stuff, I'm convinced that, and it doesn't really matter either way. We're through, because if Biden is in, we got more of the same. But if Trump gets elected, the sillies in the country will burn the place down.
It's true.
There will be not anything left standing if Trump gets elected. The crazies will get out and burn the whole country down.
Do you have gun and a
So we're
food
doomed
storage?
either way.
Do you have food storage?
Do
Or
I
are
have
you
what?
just ready to go? You're like, whatever.
Well, I'm on the edge of the
City.
jumping off place. You know,
What?
I'm right on the edge. I'm just about to fall off. You know.
Oh, so you don't
I'm
need
not
food
close.
storage? Who needs to survive that anyway?
Well, I've got a lot of food storage, but
You don't buy green bananas anymore.
exactly. But what good is food storage? Because if all of this happens, there'll be no water. They'll do away with our electric grid, and Teslas won't be able to charge
There you
at
go.
all.
No.
Well, in
And-
good news, everyone who has a Tesla will be stuck in their house.
That's
And
good news.
There you go.
the what?
Everyone who
People
has a
with
Tesla will
won't
be
go
stuck.
anywhere. They'll be stuck. That's a
Well,
positive.
let me tell you,
You win.
that's one of the things that I really worry about is that they take down our electric grid and we have no water and we have no
100%.
way to pump
So
anything.
easy
We
to
cannot
do
operate
that.
for a day without electricity,
Right.
and so there'll be no gas, there'll be no anything,
We can't exchange money. We can't.
nothing. Yeah. I'm a pessimist, as you can tell.
Well, it served you well for a very long time.
I'm right there with you.
Years ago, when Tesla first came out, I was meeting with people. There's a Starbucks up there in Village Center. I used to go up there every day and read my book. They've got an outdoor patio that was really nice. And there was a guy there who was there every day, and he had a big, oh my gosh, what's the big dog that has all the big hairy face? The white
Saint
dog.
Bernard?
No.
No, the white ones, like the they're
English something or other. Anyway, he was there
Mastiff.
with his dog every day, and he got one of the first Teslas that came out, and he was showing it off, and all of this, and there wasn't anything here, and the floor is flat, and all this stuff, you know. I go, oh wow. And then when they came out with a bigger model, they came out with something like a SUV or something, and he got one of those. And
Do you see any Cybertrucks around here?
Do
There's
you
a
what?
few Cybertrucks around here. The Tesla truck. They call it the Cybertruck.
I've never seen a Tesla truck.
Looks like a pyramid, a silver pyramid driving around.
No.
Oh, wow.
The Cybertruck?
I've never seen one.
They're out
I've
there.
seen there's another company. What starts with an R? What's it called?
Rivian, I think.
Rivian. I've seen several Rivian trucks or pickups around.
They at least look like a truck. The Cybertruck one looks like a
I
pyramid.
tell you what, you go up to downtown Summerlin and drive around.